cheers from the British fans who've travelled here hoping to see a huge upset. Herbie Hide at 9-2 against Riddick Bowe, 6-1 on with the Las Vegas bookies here. The first 2 rounds you would think might be dangerous here, Glenn, for Herbie Hide. I wonder whether Bowe might try to charge him and catch him cold.
I would think that would be his tactics. On lots of occasions he hasn't been a particularly fast starter, Bowe, but I think he'll want to try and use his strength, use his weight, and get onto this straight away.
So we're all set here at the MGM Grand Garden. Herbie Hide, this is the biggest fight of his life. Riddick Bowe, one of the elite heavyweights. Some say the best man around. A huge step up in class for Herbie Hide. Can he pass this degree course? Bowe, as you can see, much the bigger man, 3 inches taller. Hide with speed and athleticism on his side. And throwing the first punches of the contest as well. Fascinating to see how well he settles, but it is a huge difference in size. First time it's really rammed home to us when you see him in the ring like that.
That's right. This is the first time that it's become very, very obvious what a task he has and how much smaller he is. But he's doing the right thing. He's got to move around. He's got to feint his shots, get in there quick, use them fast combinations, and he's a fast and heavy puncher.
Key moment is going to be when Bowe unleashes that extra power for the first time. How will Hide be able to ship that punch from a man 2 stones heavier? It's a lot of weight to give away.
And a big question is also that Hide has been out of the ring for a year. How much is that took out of him?
Power, size, experience, all on the side of the former world heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe, with the red stripe down his shorts. Hide with those little tassels. Tentative opening from Riddick Bowe here. I know he feels that he just needs to bide his time here. He's got respect for Hide. He certainly wasn't rubbishing him in the build-up to this. Hide doing more of the work in the opening round, and Bowe just motioning him to come on in.
But the good thing there is Hide is getting them shots off.
Bowe has scarcely thrown a punch so far. That lateral movement so important for Herbie Hide, to present the mobile target, never let Bowe get set. Not to stand toe-to-toe with him. He's got to get in, throw those fast combinations, and out again. So far, so good for Hide. But the big questions, as yet, unanswered.
But these are good tactics for Herbie Hide. His movement's good. I know the Bowe camp were worried about that. They kept saying, Nevada judges would not score points for moving fighters. But Hide's moving and he's scoring.
There's his speed coming into play. So far, Hide has had the best of this opening round. Good right hand from Hide. He shocked Michael Bent a year ago, and that was Hyde's opening round. No doubt about that, whatever nationality the judges are.
Well, that was a very good round, and Hide finished it in good fashion with a very solid right hand, which I'm sure will have gotten Riddick Bowe's respect.
Just working underneath the left eye. There have been 1 or 2 cuts problems in the past, not too many for Riddick Bowe, who has the excellent cutsman Ralph Citro in his corner. He was cut quite badly in one of the fights against Holyfield. Just working with the ends well. They're the kind of iron underneath to make sure there's no swelling. But Hide did well in that opening round.
He did very well. That was a very relaxed display. He moved well side to side, kept Bowe off balance all the time, and then every so often jumped in and threw a good combination, culminating in the end with that good right hand, which I'm certain would have hurt Bowe.
Well, if Hide wasn't confident when he came in, he may be feeling a bit more confident after that.
I'm sure that would have helped.
Round 2. Interesting start, all right. Bowe's had a couple of wins since he lost the title on the comeback trail. He beat Larry Donald. The other was a no contest, as it turned out, by Buster Mathis Jr. when he hit him when he was down. Bowe gives the impression at the moment of a man just biding his time. Maybe just sizing what Herbie Hide exactly has to offer.
He does, but I think now after that first round he'll be a little bit careful when he decides to make his attack.
Haven't seen a right hand at all yet from Bowe. Couldn't be more different for the start he made against Holyfield on the night he won the World Heavyweight Championship. Looks ultra cautious, doesn't he, so far, Bowe?
He does. He's walking forward, but he's not getting any shots off. He's not using that jab. He's got a big height and reach advantage, and he's not getting the jab off.
The Americans have been saying here that Bowe not only has to win here, he has to produce a show-stopping performance. Bowe's unhappy there. He thinks that there was a butt, I think, from Herbie Hide. Richard Steele reads the right at Bowe is not happy at all. Bowe claims he was butted. And he's still protesting. Is he making a bit of a meal of that, do you think?
Well, he is. I would have thought with him wanting to make a big impression in that fight, if he had been hit, he wouldn't have made such a big deal about it, would have wanted to keep it hid, but he didn't. He really made a meal of it.
I think Hyde wanted to touch gloves there as a gesture of sportsmanship and goodwill to Bowe, and Bowe was having none of it.
Well, we'll see if Bowe gets a bit annoyed and this makes him work a bit harder.
Or was that just a little sign of distress from Bowe early on?
You can see in the Bowe corner, they're waving their man in. They want him to get on to Hyde quicker.
Hyde has got to be very careful that Bowe doesn't cut him off at the corners. Again, the fast, sharp right hand from Hyde. Hyde did not get a point deducted for that alleged butt. So far, so good for Hyde, but 12 rounds is a long time to make these tactics work against a big, proven, world-class heavyweight. But you can just feel this American crowd, who'd never heard of Herbie Hide, warming to this fight and what they're watching here.
He can. He's certainly countering very well, just leaning away, coming back with shots, and Bowe again complaining about something. He's not happy.
Goodness knows what that complaint was about. Right, doing very, very well. Two jabs, fast right hand. Terrific start here from the lightly regarded British boxer. Lightly regarded in American eyes, that is, but with a growing reputation on what he did in the opening 2 rounds here. That surely was Hyde's round again.
Again, a very good round for Hyde, and I think he will have upset Bowe. Bowe complaining of a headbutt, and then later in the round complaining of something else. So he's upset. Things aren't going his way. He's got a lot to do here. He's got to try and change things around. They're very puzzled at trying to trap Hyde on against the ropes or in the corner, because Hyde is moving all the time, and then he just moves away, and he comes back with good counters.
Now, is this the butt? This is where Bowe complains that Hyde butted him. He reels back against the ropes in just a moment. There did seem to be a little upward movement of the head from Hyde in there. But no point deduction. 2 rounds gone. 2 rounds to Hyde, I reckon.
Certainly do. 2 good rounds.
This is the 3rd. Due to go 12, of course, for this WBO Heavyweight Championship. Herbie Hide from Norwich. A man who calls himself the Dancing Destroyer. Still only 23. Some say he's the fastest heavyweight since the young Ali. Again, good sharp jabs. And Bowe's face is the kind that just has the tendency to puff up a little bit. If those jabs keep on ramming home. Again, the hand speed of Hyde just bewildering Bowe.
is. And it's very good to see that Hyde is beating Bowe to the jab. Bowe with a height and reach advantage, and Hyde, the speed is making all the difference.
Hyde has the chance here to make a massive name for himself. Oh, left hand gets in, stiff jab, and that, just for a moment, if I wasn't mistaken, just seemed to stiffen Hyde's legs for a moment. And now Bowe starts to unleash for the first time. These are the key moments in this fight, you feel, when Bowe does start to let go with those heavy punches, but the right hand counter was a good one from Herbie Hide, and Bowe was shaken a little bit by that. Well, goodness me, look at the way Hyde's come back here. It crashes another right hand. This young man is totally unfazed by the assignment. That's terrific stuff from Herbie Hide, because I thought Bowe had him going a little. And down goes Hyde. That surely was just a slip. No knockdown, no knockdown.
No knockdown, but he's definitely hurt from something.
He's hurt from something. Now, what was that? Hyde is suddenly all over the place.
He obviously got hit with something.
It was one of those phantom punches, and down he goes again. Well, this is mysterious. I think this might be the end of the road for Herbie Hide here, suddenly out of nowhere. What was he caught with in there? It's as if suddenly everything's gone out of him. And suddenly he comes back again. Extraordinary developments. But I think Hyde needs that bell to end this round.
Oh.
And down he goes again.
A big right uppercut that time, Ian.
Uppercut. The power of Bowe is unleashed after such a promising start. Now, this is the second authentic knockdown of the round. A 3 knockdown rule is in effect. If Hyde goes down again, it's an automatic stoppage. There are only seconds left in the round. Can he possibly get through this? One more knockdown means Bowe is the winner. That bell cannot come soon enough. There it is. Hyde has got through that. Now that, what a round that was. But I still do not know what that first punch was that got Hyde in all of a dither straight away when his legs just went to jelly suddenly.
They did it. From where we sat, it just looked like he fell forward under his knees off balance. But obviously, we were on the blind side. I think Bowe must have caught him with the right hand. He went down, and it was obvious he was in trouble.
Doctor's in there as well. Hyde is in some trouble. After that fantastic start he made, well, we did make the point that when Bowe started to land, how would Hyde react to that? I think we have the answer, and the answer is an ominous and alarming one from the point of view of the British boxer. Now let's look at this again and see if we can see from a different angle.
He just seemed to catch the edge of that left hook, but it didn't seem a really good shot that landed.
Fourth round. Well, can Hyde come back from that torrid third round he had?
Guess what an unbelievable round that was, and he did manage amongst all that to hurt Bowe as well.
And back comes Hyde again, putting Bowe under pressure. Oh, he's got him! Oh, no, it's a slip. Well, it looked for a moment as if that was a punch, but Bowe lost his footing. No knockdown. And Hyde, in this extraordinary fight here, suddenly has another lease of life. One moment he looks out on his feet, the next moment he has Bowe, it seems, on the verge of a knockdown.
That's right, he was catching Bowe with good shots there, and Bowe threw everything he had into a left hook and missed Hyde with that and slipped over. But just before that, Hyde was landing with good shots. You're right, just when he looks hurt, Hyde, he lands a good couple of shots. This is a tremendous fight.
But Bowe's extra firepower may be crucial. Hyde down twice in round 3, as well as one slip. Well, this has been highly dramatic so far. Hyde, the smaller, lighter man, again at superior speed.
Hyde's doing well with the lateral movement, just keeping Bowe off balance, not allowing him to land that big right hand.
He certainly can't afford another round like that third, though, can he, Hyde? Oh, great right hand. Beautifully timed punch, but the right hand through from Bowe gets through, and another clubbing right and a left. Hyde's hurt by that. Hyde's hurt by that. It's the extra power, you see. I don't think Herbie Hide is going to be able to take too much more of that. Every time Bowe lands, Hyde is badly shaken up. He's down for the third time. There's half a minute left in round 4. Bowe closes in and senses that he can finish it. This time it's finished. It's stopped. Well, I thought Richard Steele had stopped the fight there. He seemed to wave it over and let Hyde get up again. But another knockdown in this round with 14 seconds to go would mean a stoppage. Or did he think that that was not an authentic knockdown, the second one?
That's right. I think the second one he thought was a slip, and he waved it to say no knockdown.
Now Hyde is down. This is the second authentic knockdown of this round.
And it's obviously, it's not it's the physical strength of Bowe. I think the weight difference is making tell.
It's just the key factor in the fight. He's being hit by a man 17 stone 3. There were 2 proper knockdowns and 1 slip, as counted by referee Richard Steele. But I don't think Hyde has too much chance here now. It's a weight difference, isn't it? You can't give away 2 stone.
It certainly is. I know that exactly how he feels when I was in the ring with Lennox Lewis. They're just so much a bigger man, and Hyde is getting caught. You know, it's just the strength of him, the sheer power. You know, he's not getting caught bang flush, but the sheer power of the man, the sheer strength.
Now the doctor's been called into the corner of Herbie Hide, who may not be able to go on here, I think. He's been down 4 times now and taken 4 mandatory 8 counts. Doctor's had a look. I think they are going to allow it to go on into a 5th round. But I think the die seems to be cast.
It does. I think the referee has got to be very aware of things now when he's been down this amount of times. Richard Steele has really got to be on his game.
Yes, there mustn't come a point really where Herbie Hide is taking unnecessary punishment.
Not when he's taking shots off a man as big and as strong as Riddick Bowe.
Hyde started the fight so well. He's got the speed, he's got the boxing skills, but he just can't cope with that 17 stone power coming at him.
Now Bowe's using the jab to good effect, rocking Hyde's head back.
Hyde bravely tries to come back at him.
Again, we can see even when he misses with shots, Bowe, the power is moving Hyde. I think Bowe will want to be in close. He'll want to use them club and strong tactics like there.
And again, he kind of mauls him to the floor, and you wonder how much more of this really the referee is going to allow. The 5th knockdown for Herbie Hide. I don't think he's really got anything left. He's looking at the referee. I think Herbie Hide has maybe had enough.
Yes, I think
he almost seemed to be inviting him in there. His fighter's instinct let him come back. Look at the way he's come back. Look at this for bravery from Herbie Hide.
He's certainly shown great heart and great spirit.
But you get the feeling against hopeless odds now. Looking very tired and drained of all strength, Hyde.
And it's close, in close like this where Bowe does most damage. When they get into a clinch, when Bowe can really get some leverage and some power behind the shots.
And those knockdowns have taken the spring now out of Hyde's legs. And once he loses the mobility, of course, he becomes a more stationary target for Bowe. Half a minute left in this round. Hyde down 5 times so far. Even the jabs, you get the feeling, are shaking Hyde up. And it's a very good jab that Bowe has. Terrific combination again from Hide. He's looked flashy, he's looked skillful. But he's giving away too much weight. End of the 5th round. His Hide is still just... rounds gone here. Herbie Hide won the first 2 with his boxing skills. Since then he's been down 5 times. Just feeling the weight of this bigger, stronger, world-class heavyweight. Should that fight have been stopped in the last round, Glenn?
I think it could, at the last knockdown, I think Richard Steele, you know, it could have been a good decision just to call a halt then.
Bowe has won the last 3 rounds by huge margins on the scorecards because of the knockdowns. So he'd have a massive points lead as well at this stage, despite Hide winning the first 2. A couple of those rounds might even have been 10 points to 7 rounds for Bowe. Is there any way back from here for Herbie Hide? I don't think so, do you?
I don't think so, but he's only if he can land a good shot on Bowe while he's moving about. If he can land a good counter, then he can do something. And as you know, in the heavyweights, there's always a chance that a fight can be swung around.
But he's landed with so many good shots, Herbie Hide, and they just haven't put a dent in Bowe, have they?
No, I think Bowe should really be wanting to get in close, because his best work has been almost in the mauls, or when he's been grabbing, then he's been using his physical strength, and really, you know, that's where the difference has been.
Hyde so tired that he collapses to his feet. There was not a knockdown there. He fell onto both knees with his exhaustion. Caught again, and the towel's come in from the corner. The towel has come in from the Hyde corner.
I don't think it is the corner. I think it's been thrown in somewhere from the back, Ian. The corner certainly haven't done it.
Well, there was a white towel thrown in there. They're not allowed to stop the fight like that these days. Only the referee can make the decision. Now, if that was a fan doing that, that was obviously well out of order. Well, Bowe just can't quite finish off the job, but you get the impression that it could be at any moment the finish here. Even the jabs are taking it out of Herbie Hide.
They're good, solid jabs. And every time Bowe gets in close like this, he hurts his man.
Surely this time, down goes Hyde again. He's been down now in every round from the 3rd on. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. I don't think he's going to make it up this time, is he? No, this time Hyde is counted out. Richard Steele wouldn't stop him. And I think Hyde, well, I'm glad really that he wasn't allowed to take any more. It is all over in the 6th round. Riddick Bowe takes Hyde's WBO Heavyweight Championship. And after such a promising start, it was always going to be Hyde's speed against the size, strength, experience of Bowe, and the size, strength and experience of Bowe was what counted in a big way. And Hyde is in tears of despair.
He's very upset. I know exactly how he feels, and I know exactly what it's like to fight a man as big as that. And really, it's just the physical strength. He was defeated by that. Bowe is, you know, it's 2 stone, and it's too much to give away. You can't do it all on speed.
And in the other corner,